Last time on Jemjammer, our heroes regrouped after the attack of the ghastly sliders. They successfully made it to Verdoni space and entered the city of Volcarus, when the Kestrel was hit by some kind of energy blast which disabled its helm. The ship careened down into the sweltering depths of the lower city, and panic reigned. Finally, the ship struck something, and you were flung around and were knocked unconscious. Is everyone dead? Definitely. Everyone's dead. It's time to tally up the body count, now on Jemjammer.
I noticed that you switched around the splash screen with our little character summary, but you did not, in fact, remove the skull markers from the tokens for Sybil, Max, or Lachlan.
No, they're dead.
They're dead.
We're gonna have to funeral.
Oh my god, a double boyfriend funeral.
Your husband and your boyfriend.
I'm gonna have to get some brand new boyfriends.
That sounds like an indie band name, Double Boyfriend Funeral.
It's true.
I'm gonna start by asking each of you to roll a d20, please.
Excellent. Simple. Perfectly fine.
Totally normal.
Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Let me just get an actual die for this.
Emphasis on die.
Oh, you bitch.
I got an 8.
9. That's below the average number.
15.
Well, good for you. You're not rolling ability checks or anything.
Yeah, you're probably having us roll death saves, huh?
I'm not having you roll death saves, in fact.
What is this for?
How far you flung out of the car.
You all wake up to a sound. It's loud, but you can't make it out, really. There's no pain. Not yet. You struggle, but your bodies are not responding. You can muster barely a twitch and you can't open your eyes. Where do each of your minds go in this groggy haze?
How much do we remember of what just happened?
You tell me.
Oh no. No, I want to roll something to figure out how much I actually remember. I want to leave this up to chance. What should I roll for this?
Let's say intelligence.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we're all doing this, are we?
I want to see now. Let me get Archie. I mean, uh-oh.
A 13.
Oh, that's a 7.
I got a 14.
From the top, Juliana, you know that you were trying to do something important. You were trying to get to something. You were trying to fix something. Protect someone. Something was urgent. Something was really, really urgent.
Oh, no.
And you can't move. Win, you know that you were trying to help. You were trying to fix something. You were trying to stop something bad from happening. Arturos, you're trying to stop waking up for school in the morning.
See, I was imagining, like, whenever someone gets blown up in a movie and they black out and you just hear that ringing sound as they struggle to wake up and hear other things around them.
The flashbang sound.
The flashbang sound.
Yeah.
Tinnitus.
Sure, you can have that if you want. You can. It's tinnitus, and you're like, 5 more minutes.
When Win knows she has to do something important, and she just kind of immediately sits up and she's like, Jill, Artie?
So you can't physically move right now.
Oh, okay. So not even to, like, say words?
No.
Okay.
You can't twitch, you can't even open your eyes. You just are stuck there.
Jill starts basically hyperventilating.
Like whenever you have, like, a night terror, she, like, tries to move, realizes she can't, pauses, and is like, what the fuck is this? Because I'm an elf, I haven't slept, I don't know what this is like.
Each of you feels heat. Uncomfortable heat, but no pain, no burning. Just a lot of heat. And the rushing in your ears fades a little, and you hear the sound of something popping. Then there is a boom, and it feels like each of you get kicked by a giant. Something hits you with a tremendous force. You're flung somewhere, and you lose consciousness again.
Oh no.
Everyone roll a d20, please.
Oh boy.
I got a 10.
That's a 10.
Jill, you better get a 10 too.
I got a 15.
Oh, Jill.
What? That's a higher number. Fuck you. I won't apologize for my excellence.
No, I will say it's probably better that you got a higher number. Do you say it was a 19?
15.
15.
That's 5 above 10. That's 3/4 of the way to 20. A good number. The best number.
Meanwhile, we are average.
When you come back to your senses, that is when the pain hits. It's all through your body, overwhelming, all-consuming. You open your eyes a crack, and you see shapes moving. They look like maybe people? There's a murmuring sound, but it's frantic, like the sound of people yelling, muffled through water or something. And there's a scraping sound, like wood being pulled across stone.
Uh-oh.
You open your eyes. You are in some kind of city clearing, in what seems to be the nexus of several alleys. It's really dark down here, and pitted stone walls tower high all around you. They're stained a filthy brown and black, as is the ground below your feet. It's not cobble, but again, worn and pitted stone that must have been smooth once. There's garbage and rubble strewn all around the street. It's damp and it smells awful. Moss grows in corners, small animals scurry away, and cutting through the smell of mustiness and dirt and feces and garbage, there's a sharp and acrid smell of burning. The kestrel, or what's left of it, lies on the ground, smashed half to pieces, having crashed literally partially halfway through one of the stone walls and collapsing it around it. Juliana and Wynne, the impact threw you out of the bridge, which is now partially buried inside the building to the south. Arturos, you're on the deck grabbing Civil, and you've been thrown completely clear of the ship. You try to move, but your body can hardly respond. My thoughts exactly.
Yeah, definitely definitely gonna start panicking.
Yeah.
Here in a second. Yeah.
Yeah, also panic
yeah.
mode.
Yes.
Each of you starts to remember what just happened.
What is that, bitch?
No. Lachlan.
Where's our flail snail?
Juliana, you notice that the part of the ship that the helm was in is now buried inside a wall.
Jilliana's going to try to get up basically as soon as she can.
Alright, so you start struggling and reaching to try and get up out of your prone state.
Yep.
And Wynne?
Wynne is basically doing the same thing, trying to push herself up, get any movement in her limbs, just in general, get up.
You blink away the haziness from your eyes and you see people all around. It looks like people are dragging your crewmates away from the wreckage. But then you see a figure stumbling towards one of them. It's Sybil Navius. You can see her just to the northeast of where the ship is. She is attacking a man who's pulled Finn clear of the kestrel. The man strikes out at her with some kind of weapon, and she collapses to the ground. The man continues to pull Finn off towards an alley. As you slowly turn your heads around, you also see an unconscious Kara and Bondar being pulled off towards alleys as well. Praetorian guards lie collapsed on the filthy stone. Hurst and Veli still appear to be on the decks of the ship, lying where they must have fallen when it crashed. The burning smell increases, and as you look towards the part of the kestrel where the helm would be, where it's crashed through the wall, before your eyes catches fire. Everyone, roll one last d20, please.
7.
That one was just an 8.
Mine was a 14.
You've been rolling for the injuries you got
Oh
when the
no.
ship crashed.
Yay!
From the top, Wynne, when you were sitting on the helm and it basically backfired into your brain, you got smashed with a lingering psychic injury called weak persona. You've suffered damage to your sense of self, and you have disadvantage on charisma checks.
Ooh.
Charisma's her good thing.
Yes, it is. The regenerate spell can heal it, or it'll heal on its own in a few weeks. You all have major concussions. We're lucky you made those intelligence checks before rolling this, because this gives you disadvantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma checks, as well as con saves to maintain concentration.
Oh fuck.
Ooh.
Heal and regenerate can cure it, or it'll heal on its own in 4 weeks. Wynn, you have a major internal injury, and Jill, you have a minor internal injury. So, Wynn, whenever you attempt an action in combat, you need to make a Constitution saving throw of DC 15. On a failed save, you lose your action and can't use reactions until the start of your next turn. Juliana, same effect, but it's a DC 10.
Ugh.
Turos, you have the two unique ones.
Uh-huh.
You're special. You're a special
Oh,
boy.
such a special boy with a concussion.
Something during that crash gave you a festering wound. Your hit point maximum is reduced by 1 for every 24 hours the wound persists. If the hit point maximum drops to 0, you die. It'll heal if you receive magical healing. Or someone can tend to the wound and make medicine saves over a course of 10 days. Medicine checks, sorry. And last of all, severe bruising. You suffer severe bruising over an extensive portion of your anatomy. Anytime you suffer bludgeoning or force damage, you take in and suffer an additional point of bludgeoning or force damage. It'll heal if you receive magical healing, or heals on its own in 2 weeks. So honestly, Arturos, you're the least bad off here. But yeah, you are all wounded as shit. There aren't any interesting ones, like some of them could have been losses of limbs or hearing or blindness. But most of it is just you guys all got beat to shit. And Arturos, what did you land on to give you like a nasty wound?
Correct me if I'm wrong. We got shot at?
No,
Last
there
time?
was a big light.
There was a big light.
And that seemed to have knocked out the helm, which means we started falling.
Okay. So, as we crashed, and everyone was knocked around, some of the ship breaking apart created these very sharp points that Artie fell into. And he actually has a bit of ship through his abdomen, though thankfully no major organs were harmed.
Delightful. So wow, that's actually the worst looking injury, although the internal injuries might be a bit more concerning.
Woo!
It's like that guy who somehow got a steel beam right through his skull and he still lived. He was just like, yeah, no, I lost an eye.
For example, one time there was like some EMT training going on, and we all got to play injured people, and I had to be someone with a broken leg, so low triage, low person to care about, but who was very annoying about it. Is that going to be Artie? And meanwhile, I was distracting them from people with like internal injuries that are way worse.
No, he's gonna be the guy with the stick through his stomach that is still drinking beer at the party.
Perfect.
Oh, the person with the low injury that whines a lot is definitely the Alviva.
That's true.
It's true, holy shit. So, you're all prone, badly wounded and exhausted with these fresh injuries. From this crash, you took 4 levels of exhaustion.
Oh,
boy.
Jesus Christ.
That's one from death.
No, that's 2 from death.
Oh, okay.
That's disadvantage on all ability checks if you didn't have it already, and attack rolls and saving throws. Your speed is halved, and your maximum health is halved. And around you, your crew are being dragged away by armed thugs who are finishing off the badly wounded Praetorian guards. What do you do?
Panic.
Artie is definitely... He has sights on Finn. Veli is, however, made of wood and near a fire. So he's gonna try and get up and pull Veli with him.
Well, let's start moving this into combat time.
Do it in order, yeah.
Yeah. For the first turn order, you watch as a thug starts to drag Kara away down an alley. Wynn, you're up.
Wynn slowly pushes to her feet, stumbling a little bit.
And immediately your internal injury kicks in, and
Yeah.
you need to make a DC 15 save.
Yep.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're not.
I am a little bit.
There is a remorseful thug, so...
You're having fun. You're having fun.
That's a fail, baby. She immediately collapses.
Okay.
She like stands up and then she touches her gut and says, ah, and falls back down. So she kind of lands for a moment, wheezes a few times.
So you've lost your action and reactions, but you still have your movement and your bonus action.
I'm gonna cast Mass Healing Word. Maybe. Hold on. I gotta roll another con save for that, right?
I don't think so.
There's something about spellcasting in here.
It's whenever you attempt an action. Hold on. Magic does not equal... No, I'm okay to cast it. I'm gonna mass healing word.
Yeah, because it's a bonus action, not a
Yeah.
action. And who are the 6 creatures you target?
It has to be within 30 feet of me, I think. 60 feet? 60 feet. So I will hit Jill, myself, Veli, Arturos, Mr. Hurst. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Finn.
All right.
And I still have my movement. I'll just crawl 5 feet away from the fire.
Jilliana.
Guys, Jilliana's gonna be stupid.
That's fine.
Jilliana's stupid, everyone. Great news. Okay, well, you already took care of a heal, so dope. Okay, fuck. I can control water, but there's not... Is there any water around here?
No.
Not unless you ask for it.
Oh, create or destroy water. There it is, yes.
It's not prepared, though.
Fuck off.
You want some mist?
No, I don't think mist is going to help right now. Then, yeah, Jilliana's gonna be fucking stupid. In that she's going to spend half her movement to stand up.
Yep.
And she's going to go into the wreckage.
Okay, into the burning wreckage, eh?
Yeah.
Well, for starters, you are going to take 4 fire damage from that.
Okay.
Thank you, Win, for that heal. She still is at a net positive right now. So, move yourself on into the wreckage, and what do you try to do when you're there?
She's looking for Lachlan. That's pretty much the entire goal here. She's trying to get into the helm, where she last saw him.
Okay, the helm is full of rubble, and everything is collapsed. So, this is going to be an action, so could you make a DC 10 con save, please?
Okay. Oh my god!
Oh no!
That was a nat 1. This is going to go badly for me.
Okay, so Jilliana, you try to grab some of the rubble and yank it aside, but you feel a stabbing pain inside your body under your skin, and you reel back in agony. It's all you can do to stay upright as the fire burns around you.
Awesome.
Do you want to use your bonus action for anything?
Yes. I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna see if I can use that to clear some of this rubble away from me.
In that case, are you going to make an attack against the rubble?
Yes.
Roll an attack, please.
That's a 14. I assume it doesn't have an AC.
Everything has an AC, like doors
Okay.
and stuff.
Uh-huh.
I am looking up a thing real quick. Hold on.
Interesting.
Wood and bone usually have an AC of 15, but because this is rubble, I'm going to halve that. So, yes, a 14 does in fact catch on the crap and blast some of it out of the way.
Great. It does 12 force damage.
Alright, holy shit. So, Jilliana, with that, you in fact... Wow, you basically hit the rubble and practically sweep it out of the way with a blast of force damage from this hammer. And peering into the flames, you can see an unconscious figure lying by where the helm used to be. The flames seem to be coming from the helm itself.
Do I have enough movement to get any further into the wardroom? The forecastle, the bridge, whatever. Yeah, I stood up and I haven't moved my token yet, but I can't really see like any more of the kestrel from where I am, so I'm not sure exactly how I can get into places.
Okay, so what you can do at this point is you'll have about functionally 5 feet of movement left.
Okay.
Next turn, I'm going to let you have a go into there.
Great.
Do you have anything else you hope to do in this turn?
Nothing that I can do.
All right.
Though she is probably going to start yelling out Lachlan's name.
Veli comes to, stands up, and scrambles away from the fire.
Oh, good.
Next up, Max is standing near the aft of the ship in the center of the clearing. He looks really wounded, and he staggers over to a thug that just gutted a Praetorian guard and tries to attack him. Oh, that actually does 9 damage on him.
Eat a mix.
Wow. So Max lands a pretty solid hit on him. There is a thug up to the northwest who starts dragging Bondar down an alleyway. And then Arturos. You are prone on the ground, pretty badly wounded, but it's your turn.
Yeah. Artie's head absolutely hurts. His ears are ringing, his body aches, and there's a fire, and he sees his friends off the ship, Finn being dragged away, Veli thankfully getting up, and Juliana being an absolute fucking idiot. Juliana! He gets up and grits his teeth as he casts Wall of Water.
Where do you cast Wall of Water?
He casts it towards Jill's direction and into the building towards the helm. So it's
All
got
right.
30 feet. It's only a foot wide, but it's something.
So are you basically trying to flood the burning area?
At least flood. He knows that Jill's gonna be dumb either way, so he may as well help her out. So he tries to make a path for her into the burning building.
All right. So the wall space is difficult terrain.
Yeah, but it's only has to be a moment. It only has to be enough to make a path.
So you really want
Alright.
to put out some of the fire.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what you can do is you can kind of see an area basically partway into the building. You can basically try and flood that out and then drop it.
So I can start it at a point that I can see, but it doesn't say that I have to see where else it goes.
You can see into the crevice there, though, if that's what you're going for.
Then that is what we'll do.
Will you drop it immediately so as to not make the area difficult terrain?
Yes.
Okay,
I just want a moment to at least quell the fire.
sure. Well, in that case, yes, what you do is you raise your arms and you cast Wall of Water, and the whole area underneath the Kestrel, the fire immediately dampens considerably. It's way smaller now. And what in fact you do is you wash a Lachlan out. You completely rinse him out of the area. He is unconscious, and he looks badly burned, but he is there. And you wash him out very close to Juliana.
Amazing. Great. He's gonna
Nice.
turn around immediately and walk like, what do I have, 10, 15 feet?
You've got 15 feet of movement right now.
Yeah, he's just gonna go 15 feet, run, hobbling towards Finn.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a bonus action you'd like to use?
Nope. I think that's it for now.
If I may, you do have Second Wind, which might be useful to you. That is a bonus action.
I thought that was... Wait, does that also count towards movement?
No, second one is a bonus action that regains HP.
Oh, I haven't. I never use it. That's why I'm like, what?
I know, it's a problem.
Your healer does not approve.
Then yes, we'll use Second Wind.
Alright, pop that then, so we can see how much you get.
Da-da-da. And that's a 20.
Holy shit!
Yeah, you should use second
Hell
wind
yeah.
more.
Okay, but what if I'm stubborn, though? Listen, I can't use these healing potions. What if these 3,000 healing potions, what if I need them?
This isn't a 3,000 healing potion. This is a...
This is a short rest refresh, my dude.
Alright.
You are now at almost half hit point maximum. You're doing really well for having 53 hit points when your maximum is like 56 right now.
I'm doing okay.
Next up, the thug who engaged with Max tries to hit him with his mace. First attack is a 16, which does not hit him. Second is a 17, which also does not hit him. Max nimbly dodges between the mace strikes, somehow, given how badly wounded he is. Mr. Hurst staggers over to you, Juliana, from where is on the ship. He grabs Lachlan as if to start dragging him back, but he can't pull him anywhere at this point. He would have had to stand up and then use the dash action, and he can't do anything now. So he's there to help, but he's currently ineffectual.
It's 5 seconds of ineffectualness.
Another thug starts dragging Finn away.
You dirty son of a bitch.
We're on to the start of the next round. The fire in the kestrel extends out another 5 feet. So Lachlan is just outside it, and Juliana, you are in it. When your turn comes, we'll have to deal with that.
Yep.
The thug to the southeast of the area pulls Kara 15 feet down the alleyway. Win, you're up. What do you do?
First, let's see if I get an action.
Let's see if you get an action.
I do not get an action.
Oh, dear.
Oh no.
Wen is going to stumble off the ship this way. She cannot get eyes on Kara, unfortunately. So instead, she's going to...
Oh, do you have cunning action?
I do have cunning action, so I could run and get her in sight, but then I couldn't use my healing. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to do mass healing word again, because I got 2 of those. And I'm going to be hitting Max, Sybil, Bondar, Jill, Lachlan, and myself. I think that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6.
Alright.
And I am out of level 3 slots. Closing up.
Jill, you're next to Lachlan. You see some of his burns start to close up, but he doesn't wake up.
He doesn't wake up. Everybody else wakes up. He doesn't wake up. He doesn't wake up. He doesn't wake up.
That sure seems to be what happens right now.
Not liking this. Not a fan. Not a fan. Actually, not a fan. Juliana is going to continue to be stupid, and she is going to... that's her boyfriend right there, who is not coming back. So maybe he just needs more healing. Maybe he just needs more healing. Maybe he just needs another spell. And she's within touch range, so she'll put down a cure wounds.
If you want to drag him off the ship, you can drag him at half your speed, which is to say you can get him off the ship right now, away from the fire, before it extends out to him, if that's what you want to do.
Oh,
but
yeah,
if she's...
yes. No, that would be within her that would be within the smart range of her current stupidity. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Do your constitution check first.
Yeah, we'll drag him off.
I don't think dragging is an action. Let me find out.
Oh, I've meant the cure wounds thing.
Well, let's take care of the movement first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I've carried people off, and it just took half of my movement speed.
Yeah, I'm gonna say if it was unwilling, it would need to be an action, but he can't resist right now, and you managed
Okay.
to drag him off the ship.
Okay, so I need to make a con save to a con save or con check.
A con save if you want to cast Cure Wounds.
I do. 19.
That definitely passes the 10.
Okay, time to waste a spell slot.
It's not wasting if he, is less hurt.
Yeah, you know what? I'm sure this will wake him up. 8. He gets 8 back.
Wake me up.
The burns on his body close up a little more, and you realize that one of his arms was hanging at a weird angle behind him, and it, moves back into its correct positioning with a sickening crunch. But one that you've come to associate as a medic by trade, as, a good kind of crunch, like a bone being reset, but he doesn't wake up.
Then Juliana, while still staring at Lachlan, trying to catch any kind of, movement on his face, I think she even starts, lightly slapping his cheek a little, might actually pull up one of his eyelids to see any kind of eye movement or anything.
Mm-hmm.
While she's doing that, I think she'll almost, without even quite realizing it, she'll just kind of reach out and, flick her wrist and send the spiritual weapon out from the debris and over to near where the nearest thug that she can see is. And that's just, I think that's 30 feet. How many? I need
You
to
can get it
double check
20
that.
foot closer. Its speed is 20 feet.
Oh, it's 20 feet? Okay.
Yeah.
Then I will just move that 20 feet. Get that. Actually, that'll be over by Win. So it's just, it's it's ambling along.
It's Win's emotional support hammer.
Yeah.
As a change from Jill's usual emotional support hammer.
There's a lot of support hammers.
Is that all you can do?
That's my turn.
Wonderful. Then we have Veli, who is staggering out of the ship over to the left. Veli will move over to 15 feet to the north, to where the thug is dragging Finn off. And they will create a wall of thorns that completely blocks off the alleyway.
You just see Veli's hands go into the dirt, and like a wave of dirt goes, and then the thorns pop up where they want it to be.
The trouble is, this is actually all stone. There's no dirt here at all.
This is weird.
Functionally, it kind of looks like the moss growing around kind of springs out and builds up and then develops thorns and creates like a padded moss wall that somehow has like rose thorns in it. It's very strange. Next up, Max takes another swing at the thug just to the northwest of Wynn. Does in fact land a hit on the dude.
Shit.
The thug to the far northwest continues to drag Bondar off to an alley. Arturos, you have just seen Veli cut off a thug who was trying to take Finn away.
He's like, "Oh, good, thanks, Veli," and rocks up onto the thug to immediately start wailing on him.
Alright. And because Finn is now conscious and with you, you have flanking.
Yes. We're gonna go with the glaive. He almost always has his glaive, for sure. And attack. And I don't have to do it. Do I have disadvantage? I forget.
Yes, you do.
Alright.
Does the con save apply here?
He doesn't have internal injuries.
Oh, okay.
He just has a stick through his stomach. It's fine.
Yeah. So the first one hits. Before you even roll your second ones,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to get you to do your roll damage.
Alrighty. That's a 10.
Do your second attack.
That's a 13
Still hits.
for 7 damage.
Very nice, very nice.
And another 12.
That hits again.
That's a 7 damage.
You go over to this guy, and you wreck him. He looks near death.
You don't touch Finn.
The thug who was fighting... Oh, wait, sorry. Did you have a, You don't have any other bonus actions this round, do you?
No, but I do have 15 feet of movement that I can use up, which I will, because I can...
Didn't you use it to get to this guy?
Yeah, I used 15 feet to get to the guy, so I
Yeah.
have 15 more feet.
No, you don't, because you have
Don't
4
I?
levels of exhaustion.
Oh!
Exhaustion's a fucker.
God damn that.
It is. One of the very few ways to hamstring high-level players.
It's true.
Okay, the thug over near Max is not having a great day, disengages and starts to flee, and Max cannot do anything about that. Finn turns around and faces the thug, and produces from seemingly nowhere a giant wooden spoon, and belts the thug with it.
Good boy.
Like what? Right in the groin?
Oh my god,
Yeah.
and kills him.
Oh my god!
He died of testicular torsion.
Yeah, Finn!
Holy shit.
I love that tiny chef.
Kills Steel.
Finn's combat debut, everybody.
Finn signs something very crude and uncouth at the corpse. Also, Finn will use Second Wind as well to get some heals back. Great work, Finn. Mr. Hurst is up. Mr. Hurst sees this go down and tries to vault off the side of the ship towards where Kara went away. And he's going to dash for that. Off to the southwest, where the thug disappeared with Kara, you hear the sound of a body being scraped over stone. Win.
Wynn is also going to charge that direction. Not saying anything. She's going to use her bonus action, cunning action, to keep running. Still can't see anything. Let's see if I can do an action this turn. Nope, I cannot.
Oh.
Oh, a nat 1.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So that's it.
Okay. Juliana, your boyfriend lies before you. His body is responding to healing magic, which means he's alive, but he's not waking up.
How stupid do you think I should continue to be here?
Wisdom save will determine that.
Ooh, good idea.
Made with disadvantage.
Excellent. Wisdom save, disadvantage. With disadvantage, that's a 16.
It's over 10, so less stupid.
Okay. Tell me what Juliana realizes in this moment.
Juliana, you realize that Lachlan has been in a helm while it malfunctioned, and probably won't wake up for a couple of days, but there's also nothing you can do for him right now.
Okay. Do I think I need to get him further from the wreckage?
I think in this moment you realize that the fire is spreading out at a rate of about 5 feet per round, and it will engulf him if he is left there.
Okay. I would like to do an action.
And what is that action?
I would like to pop the wings right now.
Alright, give me a con save.
Okay. Con save. Please be cool. Oh, nat 1!
Oh, dear.
The dice don't want us to do actions, Annie.
The dice want all of our friends to die. Okay.
That is the third nat 1 of con saves.
It's a bad day for us. Then if she can't do that, then she is just going to try to start... she's just going to, like, take Lachlan and drag him further.
Yep. Which direction do you want to drag him?
Towards Mr. Hurst, so to the northwest, towards the aft of the ship, just in the general direction, like as far away from the fire as I can get us.
For sure. I reckon you can get yourselves to about there.
Yeah.
About 15 feet away from the burning wreckage, which is, 3 rounds worth of grace.
Yeah, and I think she might tell Hurst, like, take him, please.
And Hurst nods and puts a hand on his shoulder, like leans down to him. And Juliana, you have your bonus action left. With a wisdom save that high, your sense of what you can do would come back to you as the stay calm medical training kicked in.
Oh, and you know what else? Now that she's further from the fire, I think she can probably differentiate temperature, and she can probably feel how hot the prayer beads are on her wrist.
Probably.
Yeah, okay. That sounds fun to me.
Alright.
Yeah, then in that case, she will, now that Lachlan has been transferred over to Hurst, and she has her hands free, she will pull the Summon Fiend bead out. And she will throw out the bead and summon Temp.
Wynn will look at Jill and then kind of point down the alley she's been trying to go for. Kara down there, haven't healed her.
Got it. So as she's going to throw out the bead, once Temp pops out, she will point in the direction that Wynn gestured and say, Kara, go get her.
The range of summoned fiends.
Summoned beans. That's what I do when I want to look at Temp's little paw pads that he doesn't have because they're all claws. Summon the beans!
Is 90 feet.
Okay, 90 feet, then in that case, what Jill can see, because that's a pretty sharp turn around the corner that Kara's disappeared down. I think it's going to end up being, like, from her line of sight, because she's kind of on the opposite side of that alley, then it's going to end up being about 30 feet out. So past Wynn to sort of the mouth of the end of the alley here, so the dog can get a firm line of sight down the alley.
Beautiful. The dog appears in the alley, just at the mouth of the alley, just to your northwest. And you see the dog take off.
Oh wait, I should have yelled fetch!
You said get Kara? That was the order?
Yeah, fetch Kara.
Fetch Kara. Well, just checking a little thingy.
Uh-huh. I can hear you rolling dice.
But you
You've
can't
rolled
see the
4
outcomes.
dice.
I have rolled 4 dice. Okay. You hear, hey, stop! And then the sound of growly dog, and then a scream.
I like that this is all happening off camera for us.
Yeah, and that will end that turn. Jilliana, is there anything else you want to do this turn?
I think that's everything. I think that's movement. I couldn't do an action, so I had the bonus action, so that's it for me.
Okay. Next up, Veli leans over Sybil, who has hit points but is still unconscious, and starts to do something medical to her. Next up, Max sprints out towards the area where Bondar was being taken, far off to the northwest end of the area.
Does that pass him through the thug that was running away from him?
It sure does.
Ah, attacks of opportunity.
Max definitely dodges under the attack of opportunity.
Oh, that's my beanpole.
Your beanpole, eh? I mean, I guess he is your husband.
Hey, me the player. I know what side my friend is buttered on, thank you.
He scooches out past in front of the thug who's grabbed Bondar ahead of him.
Damn, son.
And that thug immediately attacks him with his mace and misses both hits. Max is somehow dodging everything.
It's that preternational wolfy sense.
Arturos, you just watched Finn beat a thug to death with a wooden spoon, and now Kara and Bondar appear to be in danger. What do you do?
Artie gives Finn a thumbs up, and then runs towards Bondar while pulling out his blunderbuss.
Remember, only half speed.
Only 15?
If you
Yeah.
dash, you can make it 30.
But won't that count as an action?
Yep.
Yes, it will.
Well, yeah. We'll dash 30 feet to get well within range of the blunderbuss.
Yeah, the blunderbuss's range is 40 normal, 120 disadvantage.
And use my action surge to get out my blunderbuss and start shooting them up.
Can you how clear's like the line of sight on that? Because from our perspective, he's holding Bondar. Like
That's-
Bondar's between Artie and the thug.
You know what? How tall is he? No.
So here's the thing. Let me describe it for the audience. Arturos is standing far to the east of a alleyway entrance. There is one thug down in the entrance. Bondar is between him and Artie. There's a second thug, the one Max was fucking up, also partway there, but not quite in the alley. Arturos, I would say you could try and target the thug that's holding Bondar, but if you miss too badly, you will hit her instead. Additionally, instead you could aim for the thug who's closer to you, and missing would not pose a risk.
That's true. So he whips out the gun and tries to aim, but he knows he's unsteady and his side really hurts.
Lucky for you, you don't get double disadvantage, so it won't stack, it'll just be disadvantage anyway.
Yeah. But he doesn't want to hit Vandar. So he turns and goes for the second best option, which is who are you? The painful thug.
Painful thug.
So he will attack that guy just so he doesn't hit anybody else.
Yep, okay.
Ooh!
That's a nat
Well,
one.
it's...
Good thing you didn't hit Bondar.
Good thing I wasn't aiming.
Shooting the woman who taught you how to shoot a gun would be really bad.
It would be really bad and ironic. He already kind of winces and misses. Hopefully nothing bad happens.
Yeah, a nat 1 to attack roll is... Ooh.
I will say, you tried to shoot a kind of fish at him, but a different kind of fish came out, and you weren't ready to compensate for the difference in weight.
It's a fish you haven't seen before.
What kind of fish lands near the dude?
I was definitely trying to do a surgeon fish, and what came out was like a little angelfish.
Oh...
It's like, I don't even have that setting!
My brain filled in a monkfish. Like just that big sad blob.
Oh no! Okay,
Oh
we
my
can do
God.
the big sad blob. Like,
I was imagining like an octopus
an octopus.
that just kind of starts crawling away.
No, because then he could spray ink.
True. Anyway, is there anything else you want to try and do this turn?
I mean, I technically have 3 attacks.
Yeah, go ahead. You can ignore the loading property.
Okay, so he clicks the barrel to the correct setting and tries again, and that's a 16.
Oh yeah, maybe it was like the dial was like in between 2 settings.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, a 16 hits, so give us a damage roll.
and that is a 9.
Very good. The guy looks near death now. The surgeon fish whooshes past him and slices open part of his body. It's not pretty.
And that's an 18 to attack,
Which certainly hits.
and a 14 damage.
Tell me how your fishing kills this guy.
So the first one you said whooshed by his neck, so he probably dropped a weapon to clutch at it, and as the second shot lands, it goes straight through his heart.
Yeah, sure.
That's how the movie was playing out in my head.
Finn starts to run over towards Captain Bonder. He's all the way over on the east side of the area and can move about halfway through it. Mr. Hurst drags Lachlan 15 feet towards the center of the clearing, well away from the burning ship, and a new round begins, and the fire grows further. Wynn, you're up.
Wynn starts by just running, and then uses her bonus action to run more. And now let's see if I can do something.
It sure would be nice if you didn't roll another fucking nat 1, wouldn't it?
I'll roll another nat 1, baby.
Try and stop her.
Try and stop me. I got a 19! I can do an action!
Alright, you can do an action this time. Fuck yeah, what do you do?
I'm casting heat metal on that motherfucker because he is clearly wearing metal armor.
No, he's wearing leather armor.
Oh, but that token so looks metal.
It's so metal.
Bummer.
It does, doesn't it? But he's only got
Yeah.
an AC of 11, that's leather armor.
Maybe it's like the shittiest metal armor.
It's a couple of like space fantasy Roman soda cans.
Yeah!
It's tin armor.
Problem is I currently don't have Mom attuned, so I can't get her back to me.
Ah, damn.
You know what you do have?
What?
It's not very exciting, but you do have Vicious Mockery.
I do. I was thinking about that as an alternative.
Are you sure you don't want to dunk on this dude's armor?
I'm definitely going to dunk on his armor. 60 feet. I can make it. Okay. So Wynn, painfully, she's kind of grasping her stomach. It's an internal injury, so you know in true cinematic fashion, she's got, like, blood coming out of her nose.
Snatch.
Of course. Ears as
And,
well, for good measure.
And ears as well, and probably mouth, let's be real. That's how internal injuries are cinematically portrayed. That's what we're going with. And she looks across the way, and she goes, "Hey, buddy, what the fuck is up with your armor?" And I'll be casting Vicious Mockery. It's not her best, but she's not having a good day.
Oh, right. And this is Win insults, too.
Yeah.
I'm going to make him roll his saving throw. That is a 17 saving throw.
Literally just makes it.
Oh.
Damn
My
it.
mom made this armor. I'm really proud of it.
Oh, stupid!
Well, you just don't have any taste, man.
Well, Wynn, do you do anything else with your turn?
I don't have anything else I can do.
Alright. Well, Juliana, what do you do now that Mr. Hurst has gotten your boyfriend away from the fire? And you can hear Temp committing some kind of horrific act down the alleyway near you.
I mean, at this point, like, my line of sight is so shit, so it's basically just gonna be me moving 15 feet so I can see fucking something. So I still can't see up into the alley where Bondar is, or around the corner to the alley where Temp is.
Gosh, you're just flying blind this whole time.
No, I'm
so
walking
sorry.
blind. I can't fly. Remember, I couldn't do that action.
Oh dear, I'm so sorry.
So in that case, I think I am actually going to just move another 15 feet.
Roll that con, baby!
Oh no, I'm just moving again. Can I not? Is movement something I have to do con for still too?
A dash is?
A dash is... That would be the double movement, yeah.
Damn, son. Okay. Con save 14.
You do it!
I did it.
You did it.
I'm huffing and puffing like I'm really fucking out of shape. But I can at least see down the alley where my horrible dog went.
It looks like your horrible dog completely bit a thug in half.
Good boy.
Good, bad. Is he? Yeah, how's the dog doing? Because it's sort of his turn now.
Oh, it's his turn now? Oh, he's fine. He's just casually dragging
Oh, no, I
Kara
have a
back
request.
towards you. Oh,
Can,
yeah?
I mean, I asked to fetch. Can he just, like, gently scoop up Kara and just, like, not bite down, but just hold in his very hot, bony, spiky dog mouth?
I'm here for this. He now has this horse-sized dog has a small, frail, unconscious sorceress in his jaws, just carrying her limply.
Does he make it back to me?
I have placed him as close as he can get to you,
Okay,
and he gently deposits Kara at your feet there.
great. Then in that case, I need him to sit and then wag his tail because he's like, I did a good job. I did it.
He does. He sits, and you hear the bones of his tail rattling as this burning skeleton dog is very pleased.
Thank you. Look at her. You didn't even bite down. That's a good boy. See, we're gentle with our friends. And also Kara. That's gonna be it for me. Because I feel like the dog bringing Kara back was completing his whole little mission.
Let's see. Veli is busy over there. And Max is going to town on the fella who's got Bondar with a 17 to hit. He slices him up for 7 damage.
God damn.
Which doesn't look like a lot, but Max is not in great shape. Last you saw when he went into that alleyway, there was blood all over his clothes, so the fact that he can do anything right now is pretty impressive.
Well, he's also slicing this dude's leather armor to ribbons.
That nice leather armor that his mom made.
With nothing but his claws.
Good luck. It's a good look.
Meanwhile, the thug that's on him misses one attack, finally lands a hit on him, hits him for 5 bludgeoning damage. And he staggers back because I think I can just tell you guys, he is also affected by the same things you are right now.
Excellent.
Next up, Bondar finally comes to, struggles, and she doesn't look great. She is just going to try and wriggle out of this guy's grasp, which will be a good old acrobatics check. Bondar wiggles out of his grasp and staggers 15 feet away towards Wynn. The thug makes an attack of opportunity on her, which does not land. Lucky.
Whew.
That
Alright,
could
it's
have been
just
bad.
this last asshole. Everybody else is dead.
Arturos, what do you do? Actually, I think Bondar would have seen you doing that and would have staggered this way to clear a line of sight for you.
Yeah, Artie just does a step to the left, step to the right, to get a clear, just a straight shot at this last thug that was holding onto Bondar. That's a 19.
A 19 hits, holy shit. With disadvantage, I might add. That's 2 12s on the die.
It's fine. That's 5 damage.
Very good. The fish hits him and he looks injured.
And another attack, 13.
13 hits.
With 14 damage.
You are just pelting this guy with fish and he is near death.
And one last attack. Oh, I missed that one. Uh-oh.
Yeah, you missed it by that was another nat 1.
Oh no, it's a nat 1.
What fish is it this time?
I figure we would do bludgeoning damage. So a tuna.
Bludgeoning damage? Yep. But what actually came out?
It was an urchin.
Oh no.
And they have no aerodynamics, so you would have to aim really high or else it would catch on the wind. So it just goes halfway and then lands on the ground. Splat.
And it's spiky, so...
Kind of rolls like a tumbleweed.
Yeah.
That was not supposed to happen. This isn't a great day for me, performance-wise.
Amazing. Does that end your turn?
Yeah.
Finn will dash over to Kara next to you, Juliana. And does he have what I think he has? No, he doesn't, but he is there to try and help. Mr. Hurst, on the other hand, can help. He also moves to where Kara is, and he's going to make a medicine check to try and stabilize her, which is a 12. So she becomes stabilized. She is not going to die from this. She is unconscious at 0 hit points, and will be that way for an hour. Lucky. The start of the next round, but before any of you can do anything, you hear the sound of running steps to your north. And from out of the alleyway runs
A different
a
alleyway?
section of guards, a different alleyway to the northeast, outruns a section of guards. There appears to be 6 normal guards and 2 Praetorians, and they all have blue bands around their upper arms, which glint as if woven with some kind of magical thread, and immediately all of them start casting spells. And each one of you there feels just overwhelmed with sleepiness.
Uh-oh.
Not me! I'm an elf!
Miss, please take a seat. Let us deal with this.
Jemjammer is performed by Annie Creighton, Anna Emmeline, Rio Rios, and Mackenzie Weaver, and is edited by Jake Mason. Our cover art is by Canary Witch, who can be found at canarywitch.carrd.co, and our character design is by Rio Rios, who can be found at rios.com. Our opening and closing music is by Saad Akhtar Ali. For bonus content, such as Jilliana's private diary, behind-the-scenes homebrew stuff, and other features from our other shows, I Will Fight You and Date Me Dammit, our Patreon has it all from only $1 a month at patreon.com/thejemjam. Thank you so very much for listening. Stay safe out there, and we'll catch you next time.
Wonderful. So, I'll take you all to the new mood board.
The nude board. Wait, no. That's a different board.
That's called OnlyFans.